Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Questions of Life. Today's question is brought to us by Uchiha, who asks, what is a thing a person should do once in their life? And today's question will be overlaid with some Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth gameplay. Now, I'd picked up this game 2 years ago, and I have not touched it until this Monday, and since then I have already sunk 50 plus hours of gameplay into the game. But that's a topic for another time. Let's get right into the question here. Now, one thing that I believe everyone should do once in their life is take a stock of all of their big dreams, all of their long-term pursuits, something grand that they have always wanted to do. The things that you would probably say when you're a child, such as, I want to be the president, or I want to go on the moon, I want to discover a dinosaur, I want to infiltrate Russia and tear it down from the inside and destroy their entire economic system. You know, that sort of thing. Those things that you say when you're a child that seem really over the top and everyone tells you to pursue them, and then when you're older, you just go, I'll just be a desk worker at this terrible company that's going to suck the soul and life out of me until I die at the old ripe age of 78. So yeah, those types of things. Look at those dreams, look at those pursuits, and actually try to achieve one of those, pursue one of those up until your dying breath. That's something I think everyone should do once in their life, because let's face it, life is a short affair. We live on average roughly 100 years if you live in a first world country, less depending on your socioeconomic status or the sex that you're born with. But the point is, life is short. Too short to live doing something that you don't quite enjoy fully. It's too short to go on pursuing something you're not passionate about. So yes, while you're working away at that desk job or having a boring, marriage or family life with little Timmy, Johnny, and Karen, who is cheating on you with the next door neighbor, while you're living that life there, take something that you wanted to do ever since you were a kid and try to actually pursue it. Yes, for me, one thing that I have always wanted to do ever since I was young, since elementary school, it was one of the grades, 3rd, 4th, definitely not 5th, it was before that. But our teacher asked the class to make a story. We'd have to make a 1-page story and draw some pictures with it. And my story went straight into full fanfic territory. It was some dopey little story about Shadow Lugia, and it was filled with edge and all of the stuff that would make you cringe if you looked back on it today. Ever since then, though, I have been enamored with trying to write a story, something that people would read, it would stick with them and go, it was a pretty good story, and touch them in some sort of emotional way, much like how Shakespeare's stories always seem to resonate with people on an emotional level, even though I totally think Shakespeare is super overrated. Anyways, that is a digression. But ever since 3rd grade, I've always been trying to write and sharpen my writer's pencil, so to speak, every day on little exercises or just trying to climb over those many hills of short stories and eventually try to overcome that mountain called a novel, and make something impressive that the entire world would look at and go, that's pretty good, that's pretty cool. Something akin to, I don't know, Stephen King, J.K. Rowling, that guy who made, J.R. Tolkien, there we go. Those guys. Now, I don't want it to be like a movie or a franchise or anything like that. I just want people to go, that's pretty damn good, that's a good book, that's a good story. Much like they do with their stories and their writing. But yes, that is something I believe a person should try to achieve. Take that dream of yours, that long-term pursuit. Try to become the president. Try to become an astronaut. Try to become the infiltrator of Russia and take down their entire enterprise. Try to do those things because, hell, even if you do not succeed, even if you don't make it there, you're still shooting for the stars. And you know, as the saying goes, you shoot for the stars, you'll end up at least amongst the moon. So yeah, that's all I really wanted to say there. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Remember, drive fast, take chances.